So when you're watching this, first just look at his intro. First of all, he respects the story because he knows that story always comes first. Any great actor knows that. You didn't write the script. If you want to write a script, write your own. But here you have to know how to bring the writer's words to life and embody them. And here he comes out. Like, look at his physicality. Tom Cruise is a very physical actor. And a lot of great actors usually are because they understand how to use their body, use their vessel. Just like the eyes are important, the voice is important, so is the body because, you move with it, man. So, he's a very physical, and he comes out crucifix right there as if he is a god, and he's put himself on the cross. Look at him. He's died for all of his followers. He sees himself as that. He sees himself as a god amongst men, and he needs to for his own personal reasons. Now he's off the crucifix, and he has come to you all. I mean, that posture says so much, and know that as an actor. Right now, if you're watching as a fan, you get a deeper insight to it. Something you probably never took the time to consider. You only subconsciously recognize. If you're an actor, really pay attention to this because his physicality, man, it's just powerful. He just comes out and he embraces it. And all these men, they're desperate men who are having women problems, and here he is, man. Now, before we get into the lines, understand that the writer is obviously deeply intelligent, and there's a writer of this kind, there will be a lot of satire. The writer is obviously poking fun at these self-help life gurus. I'll get you paid, I'll get you rich, I'll get you laid, I'll get you this, that. But there's also some seriousness to it, and also understand that if you're the actor, you can't really play the satire because the character believes in himself and believes in what he's doing. And you have to play that truth. So although there's satire, understand that the character isn't being satirical whatsoever. The satire is making fun of the character that the writer created, but the character isn't making fun of himself. The character believes who he is, and you go fuck him. You go fuck yourself if you think it's bullshit. That's great, man. Seduce and destroy.
The cock.
Wait. I'll talk over that. It's one of my favorite lines.
Respect the cock. And tame the cunt. Tame it. Take it on head first with the skills that I will teach you at work. And say, no, you will not control me. No.
Okay, so I'm going to pause. Okay. Some people may have come up in a much kinder setting. They have a kinder background, maybe quite privileged, maybe quite religious. And you'd be surprised by how many people have trouble cursing, especially this type of sexual, perverse profanity. I've been around people where I curse and I hear them curse and they're like, oh, fuck you. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, fuck you, motherfucker. Playing around, get the fuck out of here, little bitch. And they might say, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you're a bit, they back off on it. So understand that when you play this type of character, you have to embrace that, respect the cock. You can't be afraid to say, such crazy shit, and it's obnoxious and you can't feel silly. And Tom Cruise does not feel silly at all, which is why this character was nominated for an Oscar, because Tom Cruise took it serious. And you look at it and it's you would think if you were saying something like that, respect the cock, seduce and destroy, tame the cunt. What the fuck are you saying? You say, I feel silly saying this. Well, then you're not going to book the role. Well, of course you're not, because Tom Cruise did.
You will not. Take it on head first with the skills that I will teach you at work and say, no, you will not control me. No. You will not take my soul. No! You will not win this game. Because it is a game, guys. You want to think it's not, huh? You want to think it's not, you go back to the schoolyard. You have that crush on big-titted Mary.
So I'm going to rewind it again because what I really want to get into, I want you to watch Tom Cruise's hands. His physicality is perfect. And the reason why I bring this up is because experienced actors know about this, great actors know about this, and especially the new actors. Because we'll always feel like, oh shit, my hands, what do I do with these? And I remember Alec Baldwin, he had a funny scene in 30 Rock, which, oh, never thought about this. How am I moving my hands? And I caught myself one time doing a stage performance in New York where I was doing Shakespeare in this monologue contest, and my hands went wild. You know, it just went, I was like, oh my God. And everybody's like, dude, you had such a good performance, but go back and watch your hands. We taped it. I'm like, you know, I do remember feeling like not knowing what to do with my arms. So it was a great learning lesson. And thank God only 100 people watched it, 50 online and 50 there. But there's other reasons why I got rattled that day. But, you know, gave a good performance. But my hands became their own physical creatures. So let's look at his hands.
Tame it! Take it on head first with the skills that I will teach you at work and say, no! You will not control me. No! You will not take my soul. No! You will not win this game. Because it is a game, guys. You want to think it's not, huh? You want to think it.
And yeah, his physicality is perfect. Everything in his hands, like the way his arms are moving, is authentic. Because sometimes when you get nervous up there, you get an adrenaline rush and you have nerves and you kind of put a little bit more attention on yourself and the pressure rather than the character. What happens is you get stiff. And when you get stiff, the energy kind of gets stuck in the arms and the hands, which is like the worst when it happens. So you got to move the energy and dispense it, distribute it, that is, throughout the whole body. Let it have an even flow. So if you ever catch yourself doing that, just ask for a cut. Just cut it, because it'll fuck the whole scene up. And before you know it, it's just kind of like a car. You got a flat tire, and then you're doing 90 with a flat, and then all of a sudden the axle breaks, the other tire. Like, you're just gonna fucking. That's it, man. You're gonna jackknife in your little vehicle. Yeah. So pay attention to that, and just remember, even if you have to take a quick cut, hey, you're allowed to get one. You can't get 10 in a row, but and remember, okay, you got to move the energy throughout the whole body. So when his arms move, you're going to sway. You don't want them to be stiff, and then So it's really a great acting lesson to pay attention to it. And what's great about this wide shot is it shows you how great of an actor Tom Cruise is. It shows you that he's not just a film actor. He's actually a stage actor. And I'd never seen him on stage, but I could see how quite wonderful he would be because of his use of his body. And a wide shot could really tell you that. And he commands this stage. It really is a beautiful medium to watch him in, because right now it's almost like when you watch a sitcom. In a sense, when you watch a sitcom, you could see those actors are great for camera and stage. So I really love this. He's just so great physically speaking on how he uses his body. Voice is great too. Everything's great, but his voice is in control. He's a dominant alpha male. Watch.
It's not, you go back to the schoolyard, you have that crush on big-titted Mary Jane. Respect the cock. You're embedding this thought. I am the one who's in charge. I am the one who says yes, no, now, here.
Now, another thing I want to say, how he's a great stage actor as well, is because Tom Cruise right now is in a great position because he has a crowd out there to work off of. And I'm pretty sure the way it's shot, it looks like the crowd was interacting as directed. And you could see he feeds off not just the energy of what it is to act, the energy of the scene, the energy of the writing, the energy of the camera and the set, but he gets the ability right here to almost have both mediums simultaneously as he feeds off the extras in the crowd, and they give him that energy, and he's loving it, and he's using it for his character. And like I said, man, I love what he's doing physically right now, and it's an acting lesson. It's an acting lesson for me. I don't care. There's an actor. If Daniel Day-Lewis watched this, who's won several Oscars and is phenomenal, he would watch and say, "Wow, what a great acting lesson!" Because we continue to study our craft, no matter how many accomplishments. So I just love what he's doing. He's feeling what he's saying, and it's really a masterful performance. And eventually, I want to delve into the psychology of this character and think about what it takes to play this character. Also, is that you can't come in and just try to sound like some cool alpha male. You got to understand this guy is hurt. This all comes from a place of pain. This is more than just a rags to riches type thing. This guy was once broken. Whatever he was broken, shattered, and he put himself back together and built himself into this alpha male. There's vengeance here. He obviously has some type of resentment towards women, and probably some type of resentment with life, but most importantly, it comes down to women and a completely broken background and a broken person. And remember, to be broken, you were once whole. So you could see this is rooted in childhood, that some severe trauma happened. I don't want to give all the spoilers away because I really want you to watch the film. And look how this guy reassembled himself, and he has become a force to be reckoned with. He became something new, a new identity. He has a different name too, by the way. So let's watch him take command.
It's universal, man. It is evolutional. It is anthropological. It is biological. It is animal. We are men.
You need to ask yourself what you can do to get that money back. You want to beer?
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to end it here. I think this is a long enough video. Watch the movie, come back, see me in the comments, and let's talk some more about it. Much love.